But we can get into everything. I think we found a new opposition party to support that might be able to bring down the Tory government.
Barbz.
Esi's community, the Barbz.
I'm not a Barb. What's in my community?
No. I'm throwing you in there. Exaggerations. You're in there as well.
I'm not a Barb.
Nicki, for some reason, is going at it with Boris Johnson and the Tories and that.
What? You know what? If there's anyone who could do it, it will be the Barb. So let me just sit back.
To bring down the Tory government?
It's not my fight to fight.
Okay.
At all. Obviously, if it was a different sect, then maybe I'd get involved.
Van's looking at what the hell are we talking about?
What?
No, because Nicki was on the timeline over like the last 24 hours and just talking about vaccines and stuff. And
yeah, I saw that one last night. I was like, you lot's Queen's bugging.
Yeah, that became a bit of a talking
you
point.
lots.
And then for whatever reason, a reporter had asked Boris in the most recent press conference, whatever, about that, innit? And he kind of basically saying, we don't recognise Nicki, we recognise this other Nicki who's like a health worker or whatever about vaccines and stuff, innit?
Oh my God.
So then she's going back and forth with Boris on the
with the British government.
Yeah, so it's become like kind of a little funny
government.
But even though I do enjoy it for the jokes and like the kind of like the theatre of it, it's like there's been a couple things that have kind of slipped under the radar with regards to these laws that Boris is trying to pass through, innit? There was a vote in the House which passed with like a 61 majority in regards to the new health and social care tax.
Right.
And it's like, that's become a talk point with the Nicki thing, whereas we should be speaking about that. Because the stuff that's probably going to happen later on in the year and all through 2022, possibly 2023, that's really going to affect us.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the NickiMinaj thing and that.
This country is very, very like, is docile. Is that the right word?
Yeah, I think that's the right word.
Yeah, they're very, they just take it lying down.
We need to be like the Baguette Boys and riot. That's what we need to do.
That man riot for the anything, they're on it.
Yeah.
Beating up firemen and
they even like
the street,
like right before something's happened, just in case.
Yeah, like just in case. Like
imagine having a just in case riot.
Yeah, like you know when they them political Twitter accounts. It's like, oh, the government are planning, planning, yeah, right.
Riot.
Yeah, they're not playing no games.
Just to make sure that you better not put this into place. If you put this into action, then we are gonna do a mad thing.
But the British have never really, do you know what I mean? In
London
history.
riots. That's it.
Yeah, but that was different. And that wasn't like the Brits. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That wasn't
That was
society.
say what it is.
It was the
niggers.
niggers. Do you get it? It wasn't the Brits who are, whereas the French Revolution was the French. And ever since that, they killed the king. Choop, 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 choop. Quick thing. They were saying guillotine. Chua. So it's in their DNA. No, they did. So they're thinking,
they drove for the guillotine still.
So so they're thinking any mishap.
You're saying culturally it's in them, like
culturally, yeah.
That's how they move, yeah.
The Brits, like I don't know. Correct if I'm wrong. I don't feel like there's been a British uprising. Even when Henry VIII was doing his mad thing and switched religions, that's when they should have rioted.
For the last person that was really on smoke was my man Guy Fawkes, isn't it? He was really ready to.
Guy Fawkes. He was about this life.
Yeah.
But the government, like, I mean, the British public are just like,
the public,
they just take it lying down. Fuck what my bro done. That's my jigger. That's literally like they don't like cool. Like,
but I feel like we all say this. Is it like we're kind of all just kind of waiting for someone to set pace? Is it that kind of vibe?
Yeah.
Also, maybe I feel
because
like
we're not going to do this for this country. Like, although it may impact us, we're not going to put ourselves in the firing line. Because
even though I understand the sentiments around this country, this not being a home, whatever. We're fucking here. We were born here. We live here. Like our kids are going to live here. Like a lot of our parents, I said they're going to move back, are not going anywhere. So we've got to make.
Nah, send Gary though. Fucking mean.
Yeah, but like make the best of bad. We're not. This is home, innit?
Do what you gonna take to the streets?
If you lot on it, I'm on it.
See it there.
No,
who's gonna?
But you know why? Because
look what they done to people after the London riot.
But because niggas were stealing basmati rice, bro.
Yeah, but that's
we was meant to be out here mashing people up. You lot were stealing fucking TVs and rice and
looting,
stuff.
innit?
No, and also I feel like the media, even though we're all part of the media, but do you know what I'm saying? It's different. They're from a different class, so it's easy to create the narrative that the country runs on. Do you know what I mean? Because the journalists all went to school with the Prime Minister whose daughter
is
employed by So it's easy to just keep everything at a level where everyone's happy. Journalists are happy. Obviously certain journalists, mainstream journalists are happy. Even the ones who will be like have a differing opinion, they're all boys. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to keep us
in a certain place. I understand that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because we have a very strong class system in the UK.
That's
Yeah.
very
Well, in
true.
England, maybe not Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, but
Definitely
in
England,
do you get it? So I don't know if it's just as easy as writing.
There's
Even
so
though
many
someone
mishaps.
should.
There's so many mishaps though, like where. How are they not seeing the error of the government's ways?
What, the normal people?
Yeah.
I mean, they see it. We see it.
Okay, well, the most recent one we can have this conversation is about the whole national insurance increase.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and I think I think you posted it as well, Vans. I think I've got it to hand, just like a little breakdown of what it will mean for us in terms of our pockets.
Yeah.
So from April 2022, national insurance will increase by 1.25 percentage points. The lower NI rate will increase from 12 to 13.25 and the upper rate from 2 to 3.25. Here's what it means for most of the UK employees earning up to 150k. So if your wage is if you're in a 10k bracket,
Earning 10k.
yeah,
You probably don't pay anything.
Per annum.
it's saying here, that's what it says. I've got it here in it. So 21 2022 £51, you're going to go up to about 57. So you've got an increase of £5. Okay, I'll go over an increase in it. So 20k increase of £130 and 40 pence, 30k an increase of 255 and 40 pence, 40k £380 and 40 pence, 50k 505 and 40 pence, 60k £630, 70k 755, 80k £880, 90k £1,000 and £1,005 and 100k £130 and so on and so forth. I mean, for all the people on Twitter who earn over 150k, this won't affect you. You know, for all our rich people online, but you can just see that like it's jumping up, innit?
Yeah, and I think it's important to note as well that it's not just in isolation. Like if it was just, you know, a little £100, fine. But it's like council taxes going up, your electricity is going up, your energy's going up, everything is going up. I went to Tesco the other day. I spent £60.
Like
what? Ice cubes and bread. Literally, that's all I got, and I got some eggs.
Some
and
premium ice cubes that you
No,
got
do you
there.
get it? Like I was like, why is this £60?
Yeah.
And I even had my club cards. I was like,
Yeah.
what's
You know when you go to the till and you're like, I
got
can't
like
see
7.
what I bought.
Yeah.
I can't make a. I got one thing of chicken, 2 bags
So
of ice
when we
cubes.
gonna fucking riot, bro? What's going on, bro?
I
got
got
some
work in the
tea.
morning.
Do you know what I'm saying? I was like,
I got work in the morning.
yeah.
It's-
That's what it is.
Where's the
Yeah.
Vans? Where's the community?
Also, community's been broken down.
Yeah.
How?
yeah.
Margaret Thatcher.
Okay.
She said there's no such thing. What did she say? I mean, I don't know, but she said there's no such thing as something, community or society. Society. There we go. Community's been broken down. My mum said to me that when she was growing up before, that families used to live on the same road. Like your mum would live behind you if you moved out, and then like your auntie would live like 3 roads away. But now it's not like that.
I'm happy that's changed.
Huh? What do you say?
You know the ones.
I said, I'm happy that's changed.
You come in late on a Saturday night. You want to say, Junior, we're going church at 10 a.m. I'm alive, man.
My mum, she'll just pop up anytime, anyhow. Like, yo, allow me in it.
Yeah, ease me up a little bit.
Not too far in it, but a little distance
Yeah.
where you can't
Yeah,
be bothered
but
to pop round.
Enough where you have to call me. Are you in?
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
the ones?
yeah.
You can't just pop up. I was in your area. You live 2 doors down, but I was in the area.
Yeah, do you know
There's
what?
no such thing. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I mean, I've got it here. So this is what jumped out to me a lot. Yeah. So when the article I was reading, so what are the new plans? Employees, employers, and the self-employed will all pay 1.25p more in the pound for national insurance NI from April 2022. Employees pay NI on their wages. Employers also pay extra NI contributions for staff. The self-employed pay NI on their profits. But from April 2023, national insurance will return to its current rate, and the extra tax will be collected as a new health and social care levy.
exhausted.
This levy, unlike national insurance, will also be paid by state pensioners who are still working. So they just found a way of introducing a new tax. And what's striking and jumped out to me is a lot of us, I feel like we had, obviously during COVID, we had so many conversations about COVID and where we're at mentally, what we're doing, what it might mean financially, the Tory government and like mismanaging and like PPE contracts, all this stuff, yeah. I find it's proper funny because it's like, it's 2 clips I can probably send to Vans where they literally said they're not going to raise taxes.
Of course.
Like they've gone against their manifesto. Like in the House of Commons,
Yeah.
even an interview, I think on an LBC, Boris Johnson is talking to, it might be Nick Ferrari possibly, saying that like, he literally says to him, can I hold you to your word?
Can I hold you to your word?
Do you think that's necessary?
Answer the question.
Yeah, answer the question. And Donnie said we won't raise taxes. And yet here we are.
They lie. Like it's not new.
So we're just gonna accept them lying. Like what we
lying
doing?
is a part of their job description.
Exactly. Yeah. When have they not lied? The first big lie we heard was the university fees.
Oh yeah.
That's another, bro. And this is why I was saying to you, I can't constantly check my pay slip because I get vexed all the time. Plus student loan.
And you just wanna embrace happiness. I get it.
Fam,
me and Chris was here putting in the agenda that Vans is rich because he don't check his payslip. Not only little do we know that this is a form of self-care.
Yeah.
Fam, this is what I was saying to you because like they obviously like you want to know how much you're earning, how much they take, but it's just that it's disfiguring it. But then looking at it all the time, it's just like fuck. I could have took home this, but with everything else that's going on, you're taking this much.
And that's the worst thing about when they show you what you could have had.
What you could have had. And also nothing's improved. All of these taxes, what has improved? Like I don't feel like I have a better quality of life. I don't feel like it's gone up.
Even driving, bro, paying road tax.
Everything's gone down.
And the roads are fucking still bumpy.
Tower Bridge was
fucking
today. Tower Bridge was flooding.
Then you got new
temporary lights.
Temporary lights.
Come on, man.
And
you
then
can't
the
do a right
price
turn.
increase next year.
Ah.
On top of it, TFL price is like 4.2%.
Nothing's improved.
They hate us.
I mean, the second of January is always like they always announce the increase on TFL.
Yeah.
But it's just the percentages, like the margins are getting.
It's just a violation.
Greater, isn't it?
It's a violation. I don't feel like anything has improved. Like, was life always this awful in England? Was it that? Because all we've known is just.
Well, the older generation can probably say that
racism.
It was I mean, but in terms of, let's say, property is the big talking point that a lot of us millennials and the Gen Z lot talk about how we're in a housing crisis, nothing is affordable.
Yeah.
That's one of the benefits that the older generation may have had,
100%.
Where it was a lot cheaper.
It was relative to their
but
wage.
you also needed to have the education, especially like if you weren't from here and, migrated over. It was like...
I think that bank loans weren't easy to get by as well. So there was still stuff.
Who's going to help you in order to put yourself in that position when it was affordable, Now...
It's just... let me not speak. That's why I don't want to be upset. This country.
No,
that's why you can't download the stress. You actually cannot.
But we can't avoid it at the same time.
No, I can't.
Because I get it. It's like, I feel like we have this almost acceptance. Like they lie, they're gonna lie. What's that Jay-Z lyric we always quote all the time? Government, fuck government. We politic ourselves.
Yeah.
But that's cool for you. You and your wife are both billionaires. The rest of us over here.
Yeah, but he didn't say that. Like
he was fucking wealthy at the time when he said that.
He was.
Look at you. You defend your goal. Look at you. You defend your goal. If there's two things Vans will defend, it's Jay-Z and Jamaican women.
What's the Jay-Z hive? What's their name again?
The Hovengers.
The Hovengers. The Hovettes. The Hovettes.
Wow. I'll get into my Hovenger bag later. We talk about music.
Yeah,
but,
we could do that. Should we just gonna accept?
Yeah.
But the thing is, are you gonna download it? Remember in lockdown, every day Johnson or every week he was doing his.
I was like, it's enough.
It's enough.
So 5 p.m. an announcement, and I'm like, bro, like we're tired of seeing you, innit?
I'm so tired.
Okay, cool. But you're saying don't download the stress, yeah. But like I'm in the process of probably going for like talking therapy and stuff. So I'm ready to like face my stress head on. You've got to look the devil in his eye, bro.
We're gonna be looking
or her eye.
His eye.
Her eye.
We're looking at their eye because there's bare of them. We're looking at their
gender neutral on that.
No, for years we've had 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years of this government.
Yeah.
10 years. Literally, think about it, we using college or uni, and then you had
just going back to your toxic ex.
Yeah, and then you had the he said he's not going to put the things up.
Next thing you know, good, bro. Imagine that.
Next thing you know,
no more lockdowns.
No more lockdowns. Listen, it's been a decade of this.
Yeah,
I can't.
So what are we gonna do, bro?
Like Cameron jumped ship, and like, we had a prime minister that we didn't choose.
Yeah.
Who?
Homegirl,
Theresa May.
Yeah.
I'm talking about before Theresa May. I'm talking about when. What was his name? Miliband. Was it Miliband?
Ed Miliband.
Who was it? He said they weren't putting the fees up. Nick Clegg, one of them, Liberal Democrat dons. Do you get it?
Just throwing at everybody. Yeah. Any white man.
One of them. He then he's not going to pay the
Dems
visa.
were the small boys though. When it
No,
came to, like, the
but they went.
election.
Yeah, but they went into the coalition.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
It was
I remember.
They don't
that.
use that you get sent shot,
Oh my
but
gosh.
the one time they got to show their ass a little bit.
Yeah.
They
Like,
showed
I'll show you
it.
Pepe.
They
Yeah.
showed
And they
it.
formed a coalition.
What? Remember, then the students marched. And nothing happened. That was the first time we tasted destruction. Because before that, we had EMA, Free Oyster, 40p bars.
EMA, oh my days.
We were
So
living
bad.
good. We were eating right. Then it crashed and burned. So from then, honestly. And then we had Brexit elections. We had this election, that election. And I voted thinking,
I'm gonna have to go up to
yeah.
Scotland, you know.
Okay.
It seems a lot more swell up there.
And then what? That's
And
why,
they're
that's why I
trialing
can't
like a
download it.
4-day week.
In Scotland.
Scotland, yeah.
Okay.
Nicola Sturgeon, because she's given. I mean, I'm sure all of her policies are not. Do you get it? But she's
The English were
given
hell
common
bent.
sense.
They were like, why? When they were trying to propose it to here for us to like have a 4-day week, it was an uproar.
We're living in the ghetto.
The heck
Do they
else?
not get free university education as well? In Scotland.
See, a man's
We're in the
cutting, man.
hood. We're in the hood. We're in the hood. And you want me to download it? No.
I mean,
No.
It's like willingly
No.
downloading
Yeah, nah.
a virus
What?
on your computer.
what's the? I'm asking bare open
Live my
questions,
life.
Chrissy. All you saying to me is, I'm not going to download it.
Nah. No, because I did. I was like you once.
You like me once?
Yeah. I was like you once. Get it? Voting. I'm not saying don't vote. Obviously vote. You get it? But I was doing this. I was doing that. I was tweeting. I was watching. Read.
Were you really active watching like Prime Minister's questions?
Yeah.
What's the
Question
news
time.
night and that
News
question
night.
time?
with Fiona.
You lied. Where's the funk flex? She lied.
All of this magic money tree. And I said one day, I said, you know what? Let me focus on my life, my career, do me.
But
for
my
a bit.
thing is, I get that premise, but that's how they get us. Because all we just do is you focus on you and your nearest and dearest. It doesn't mean fuck me and my family or fuck Christmas.
'cause I
But
feel like,
what happens is like that's how they. When you said earlier about they kind of killed off the community.
Yeah.
That's what happens because we clock the game. It's like it's a money thing. So try your best to get your money up for you. And of course, charity things at home. It's in the good book in it. So
Yeah.
you have to look after nearest and dearest because imagine your child says to you, "He's out here doing better activism and that." I mean, our fucking lecky's off, bro. So you have to look after your loved ones first, innit?
Yeah.
But then we're not even looking out for each other. And looking out for each other doesn't might not necessarily mean like, oh, it might not be the march or the vote. It might just be your direct neighbor. But doing the marching and stuff may also help your neighbor because your neighbor is the community. Looking after the young people,
I agree,
their fees
yeah.
because the amount of fees they're paying right now. And imagine the people that are going uni during COVID, and then there's no uni on. You're sending me slides, and it's 9 bags a year.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Allow me, man. Drop me out, man, bro.
But also
And then they're
it-
gonna come out and they're gonna go to you. Got no experience. Are you sick,
They're
bro?
taking the piss, but it would be easier if also we had a functioning opposition that you could be like, you know what? Even though I don't have time for the government, the oppositions make you think, yeah, you know what? You're right. We don't have that either.
Yeah, because my man, KeirStarmer's a Tory in disguise, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
Which
But
brings us
even
back
when-
to our
but
original
even when-
point about the
when-
Barbz.
But even when
there we go.
But even when Corbyn was, at the helm over there, it was like they vilified him.
Exactly. He was fighting against his own people. It's like, what?
But that should show you that they were so scared of this Don coming in because he would have made
Exactly.
drastic change.
Exactly.
Not saying he's perfect.
No.
Yeah.
Not saying he's not like every politician that you know
Yeah.
can be maybe morally corrupt a little bit or maybe lie, whatever.
But
or
he's
maybe
always
not.
been on the right
But
side.
I would
every
trust
time.
that more times out of 10 he would stick
Agreed.
to his word than they would, innit?
Agreed.
You know?
Agreed. And
Because-
his word has always made sense to me.
And I think that people would band together more if the standard of living was in a decent space. Because right now, everyone's just thinking about themselves because life, society is so cutthroat, especially in this country. It's like, I need to worry about me first before I need to make sure that I'm patterned. And
Yeah.
sometimes when people do become patterned, they lose sight of like, you know, what they came from and they shut the door like as soon as they cut through.
Yeah, because it's that thing. It's like, oh, I did it. I didn't have 2 heads. So you blow out. You know the thing. You
I
move
could
out the
never,
ends.
I can never.
It's just like, you know, them dons
can
that get
never.
rich and they're like,
Yeah.
they say to their kids, nah, you're not getting no inheritance. Do you know what I had to do? You have to do the same thing.
No, but I think that's different.
It's
What
the
I'm
same
talking
premise
about
though. It's like once you've made it, there are gonna be like, you know, quite a lot more than we'd like to admit. They're just gonna shut the door behind them
Yeah.
and act like I couldn't do anything to help.
Yeah,
Man,
so
what's
I
my
got here
man's,
by myself.
What's the skit on Little Britain about the only gay in the village? Some people want to be the only black in the village.
Bro, trust me.
That's
That's where that whole term comes from.
Yeah.
Not all skin folk.
Our king folk, innit? Yeah, so.
Yeah. me.
I wasn't even just talking about black people. I was talking about society.
No, yeah, just society in general, but obviously like if you break it apart. But yeah, man, it's
It's tiring. Like, it's exhausting. Think of all the stresses you
It's
have
dire.
in your life. It's actually horrible. It's horrible. I'm sorry, Fols. I know you want us to rally and all of these things, but
we shall overcome.
Where
are my good people?
Everything is awful. Everything is an ordeal. You can't get a cab. You get it? You can't. If I start talking.
But you know what it is? Like, even though that sounds like
to get the helicopter.
No, even though that sounds like a really like fickle thing, yeah?
It's not.
I love this because that is also a major part of what's going on.
Yeah.
So COVID has affected
everything.
The guys drive the cabs. So there's a shortage of cabs on the road. And then what they're doing, and I don't blame them if you're a driver. Yeah. A lot of them work for different companies. They might work for Bolt, Uber. What's the other ones? Free Now?
Free Now, yeah.
Ola. Was it Ola?
Huh?
What's the other one?
Ola.
Is it Ola? If I say if I see OLA, I'm going to say Ola, innit?
Is it not Ola?
Yeah. It's not.
Ola.
When I say Ola. Yeah, Ola, innit?
And you speak my Ola.
I heard of that one, though.
There is.
Swear down, it's a new thing, yeah. What are they available, though?
No, they're not
I'm
available.
speaking to. So all of these drivers are flipping between apps. So you might now book a cab, it says 10 minutes. Don't even get close. She's like, nah, I got jobs elsewhere. Fam, they're stranded.
It won't even give me. It will tell 15 minutes. I could walk to where I need to get to in a time.
Do you know what? The whole driving thing is like in disarray, bro. Because there'll be times where I go, the cab arrives, and then he'll ask me where I'm going, and I tell him, and he's like, nah, it's too far. And I'm like,
you're here.
Why did you accept the job?
I'll be honest.
And why are you asking me where I'm going?
Once I'm in your cab, it's long for you, bro.
Definitely.
Either we're going where we're going, or you're not going anywhere. No, genuinely. I'm in your cab already. Like you said, you're asking where I'm going, so you didn't check the job first.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's just mad, bro.
But that just reminded me about the time when one cab driver tried it though. I was going Upsa.
Country.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And as I was getting close to my destination, I was falling asleep in it.
Okay.
Obviously, near that person's house is the start of the motorway, innit? So Donnie's accidentally, on purpose, missed the turning, gone the motorway route, and obviously I've woke up in it. So like I think I'm in a bad dream. I can just see like it's dark.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, see motorway signs.
And I woke up, I see service station like 15 miles ahead. I said, boss, where? You know, like Jenny, I was like, boss, where are we? He's like, oh, my brother, I'm so sorry, we took the wrong turn. I said, we didn't take no wrong turning. You took the wrong turning.
Oh, that's so scary.
I said, listen, you need to get me to where I'm going ASAP. He said, oh, it's going to take us another, like, how many miles to turn back? I said, you do what you need to get me home in one piece, and I will be I said, I'm contacting Uber right now.
That is scary.
My journey was like £48 for something I was meant to be like 18 quid. Of course.
They have to.
Of course.
They have to.
That is mad, bro.
But no, he tried it. Because I think what it was, I was coming from South. Where I was going was far. I was thinking, this guy's a sucker.
Yeah.
Late night Friday. Let me earn my piece. He's made me drive about 50 minutes in that. Because I don't know if he's going to clock off after or he's going to have many jobs after. But he tried it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
No.
That's funny.
Bro, I woke up, I was distraught. I was like, where are we?
Yeah, because there was a time period where Naomi was running me down, bro. She don't email as much.
Yeah. I had this.
She got a new babe, bro. Would you like, come on, bro?
Like, and I'm like, rah, so what? No more offers, like no more 50% offs.
You don't know me no more.
But yeah, it's peak, man.
Yeah.
COVID's affected a lot. And we're just here, like, having to deal with it. Like, we're literally
I agree.
Just here with crumbs.
Physical crumbs. There's no nothing. There's no youth centres. There's no, like, family sure start centres. There's no, like...
Have bread. That's all that they're saying.
All right, cool. I was asking you bare questions earlier. Cool.
You've really triggered
No.
me.
All we can do now is still. That's it. That's the conclusion I've drawn. All we can do is still. Because...
Still?
Yeah, all we can do is still.
Are you stealing?
Yeah. You got real Peter to pay Paul, so, but...